Summer Game Fest had a lot of interesting trailers. I was hoping to see a new RoboCop trailer, but I guess we'll have to wait for the Game Awards for that, maybe? I don't know. Maybe they'll just drop it one day. Would not have expected Ebenezer Scrooge game to look as fun as it did, but I don't know, that idea is just wacky and out of there. But Sandland is the one that really stuck with me. I've always loved Toriyama's character designs, like Dragon Quest is full of them and I loved that game. But this one has a lot of fun vehicles in it, and little demon boys and stuff too, but like those were in, or not demon people, but Dragon Quest had like weird people like that. But there's something about Toriyama's like dumpy ass little like Jeeps and tanks and stuff. I've always loved the way he draws vehicles, and the fact that I can just go explore the desert in one of his tanks and just wreck shit. Like it, I don't know anything about Sandland really, but it looks like it's gonna be a blast.
A sand blast.
Yeah.
Na, ちょっと運転させてくれよ。
おやめなさい王子、こんな人間の機械。
いいぞ、やってみるか。
いいのか?
For what I'm most excited for from this season of Summer Game Fest, I was torn between two, and I'm prioritizing newer announcements. I think they announced Dragon's Dogma 2 before, but if I'm right, I think this is the first trailer. But I was gonna say Dragon's Dogma 2, but I downloaded Dragon's Dogma 1. I haven't gotten to it yet. It was like $10, so I figured why not. And it looked cool, and it looks right up my alley. But since I don't know how that plays, I have a better idea of how Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown plays. Because it's from the people that made Rayman Legends, and that's a very well-revered 2D platformer. I know how 2D platformers play. I know how Metroidvanias play. And I love Prince of Persia, and I liked Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, probably one of my top 10 favorite games. I loved that game. I still love that game. I'm dying for the remake, and it looks like that's dead. Who knows? Warrior Within was great. The third one was great. Forgot the name. Even the 2008. The 2008 one was real good. Forgotten Sands is a piece of shit. But I love Prince of Persia. That's the bottom line. So when they announced a new Prince of Persia, I was stoked. It looks awesome. It's super fast-paced. From all the previews, they say it feels good. And it looks like, I don't know if it's just so recent is why I'm thinking this. It looks like it has a little bit, maybe inspiration from how Metroid Dread's movement was. But probably not since that game was so recent. But the movement looks really smooth. The combat looks incredible. And I really like that they're going for Persian mythology for a lot of the creatures, because I don't know shit about Persian mythology. So I'm going to see these weird monsters and be like, the f*** is that? And then just kill it with like 2 scimitars and a bunch of different weapons, because he's got like bows and arrows and powers and stuff. And it looks like an awesome time, and I cannot wait to see what this new Prince of Persia has to offer.
Weirdly, one of the biggest games from Summer Game Fest that got me super excited, and this is not my pick, I just wanted to give it a mention because I don't feel like it's getting the mentions because it's an indie, and the one I'm mentioning is a big-ass game, so it's obviously getting attention. But the game I want to give a quick shout-out to is I Am a Caterpillar, because you literally play as a caterpillar. You straight up look like Caterpie, like that type of caterpillar. You have the smiley face. It's super adorable, looks kind of puzzly and very just straight up adorable. Like you get hats and stuff, interact with mushrooms and moths and other insects. It looks too cute. I can't wait to see that one. But my main one that got me just like balls to the wall excited is obviously Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Now this game is just, I cannot wait for it. Like, Final Fantasy VII Remake was my game of the year. Personally, the year it came out. I've always been a massive Final Fantasy fan, and Final Fantasy VII is one of my favorite games and stories of all time. And part 2 of the remake trilogy is when I'm assuming we're going to get to Cosmo Canyon. We obviously saw that. And then Nibelheim. And hopefully, I'm guessing it might cap off with the Temple of the Ancients. And all of that is like big time plot. Like it is. It's going down. And it is going to be so exciting to see that in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. One thing they have shown that they haven't really called attention to it, which I think is kind of weird, because it was more or less introduced in Intergrade when you played as Yuffie, but there's these synergy attacks that are basically dual text that gets all of the Chrono Trigger fans in the audience excited, because that's basically Chrono Trigger and the Tales series kind of does like dual text, and that's pretty much it. Like, I mean, obviously there's other ones, but those are the ones that are most famous for it. And Final Fantasy is going to be so cool seeing like Tifa and Aerith teaming up, Barret and Red 13, Cloud and Tifa whooping an ass together. Like, that's going to be so cool, so cinematic, and I can't wait to see it. And honestly, just the whole plot of everything, because they're doing some trailer trickery, I think, making it look like something's going on, like Sephiroth killed Tifa or something. They look dead in the beginning, which I think that news footage is Shinra propaganda, and it's just straight up like Stranger Things Season 1, and they made little dolls of everybody, and they're showing them dead. They're just like, yeah, look at this. This is what terrorism will get you. And I wouldn't put it past Shinra to do that, because they really amped up how just evil they are in Remake. And honestly, just seeing that and just Sephiroth just straight up being like Reverse Flash to Cloud, just straight messing with him the whole time, messing with his mind. Just what your memories aren't your own memories. You're fake, Cloud. You aren't shit. You stole everything from Zack. And I can't wait to see more of that. They're really playing it up. Sephiroth looks just so menacing and just maniacal towards Cloud. Like, he just straight up has a vendetta against Cloud and everything about his being. And I can't wait for it. And it's going to be massive, because it's 2 goddamn discs. 2 Blu-ray discs. Like, that is ridiculous. I don't know if one's going to be an installation disc and then one's going to be the play disc like Red Dead Redemption 2 did, or if it's literally they couldn't fit all the game on a Blu-ray disc, and then you get to a point and it's just like, insert disc 2. Like, that's going to be so crazy. And it's going to be so massive. They did such an improvement on the graphics and everything for the PS5 upgrade. And now that they're actually building this one for PS5, man, it's going to be so awesome. I cannot wait to see it. The first one's already so beautiful. The music is incredible. I can't wait for even more remixes for all the awesome songs. Cosmo Canyon especially. And I just realized this the other day, but I was jamming out to the One Winged Angel remix from Final Fantasy VII Remake, and it is called One Winged Angel Rebirth. That's the title of this game now, and that just made me so happy to learn that. And oh man, I can't wait. I hope the weapons get unleashed at the end, and then it's just cliffhanger. Like, I will shit my pants if that happens.
Not yet. "7 seconds till the end. Time enough for you, perhaps. But what will you do with it? Let's see."